Hey guys, my name's Milan. I'm making this video to run through how to generate an unlimited amount of email campaign ideas for your brand in under 30 minutes. This is a super fun activity for you guys to do. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, why it's great, and it's going to be an actionable step that you can follow to get an unlimited amount of email campaign ideas. So to get straight into it, I learnt this from my time at TikTok. I used to work at TikTok advising brands on their ad strategy. And why this was something that we use is because TikTok's a very fast-paced platform. People are always constantly scrolling, and for brands to find success on TikTok, they need to constantly be pumping out new video ideas every single week. People don't want to see the same TikTok multiple times. So for brands, they would have to have, 5, 6 ideas every single week and make them into videos. And that was something that was always an obstacle for brands, just coming up with ideas. That's the hard part. So we as advisors, we had hundreds of accounts that we were working with. We couldn't give all of them a tailored approach and give them unique ideas that they could run. So on some level, we needed a way of empowering the teams to actually come up with ideas on their own. So what we do is we'd run a creative jam with them. So that's what we're going to do. It's essentially kind of a brainstorming session, but it's different because it fixes a lot of the challenges of traditional brainstorming. So, you think about regular brainstorming. If I just move my face here, let's say you have, 3 people in a room like this. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but this person's saying, let's say you're talking about, let's come up with some ideas for campaigns. One person says, I think we should make a campaign on sustainability. Second person in the room goes, hey, that's a great idea. I want to really build on that. Let's do sustainability, link it to our products, and then show how each of our products, help lead a sustainable lifestyle. Person 3 might have had a completely different idea. They had an idea of DIY home projects or something. But now that the conversation's anchored in this one, area of sustainability, this third person's kind of like, maybe I'll just find a way to link it to sustainability. Mold my idea to sustainability somewhat and take the idea in that direction. Even though they may have had an amazing idea, this is a unique person with their own thoughts and experiences, and creativity comes from your unique inputs. This person has all this uniqueness that they can bring to the table, but that's not being leveraged because of traditional brainstorming. And even if they did say that, these two now, that's like most of the room is talking about this idea, the conversation's already gone there. It's tough to get this idea out there, and they probably don't have that much conviction in their idea just to throw it out. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I'm different. I don't get sucked into anything like that. But the thing is, most people do. This is classic groupthink. When you're in a room with people and the idea is going in one direction, you're going to somewhat feel conformed to move in that direction as well. So what the creative jam is it is a brainstorming session, but it leverages everyone's individual view. Everyone has a chance to express their own individual creativity while also leveraging the best part of brainstorming, which is building on ideas. If I just move my head here. So it's a brainstorming session, leverages the people that know your brand best, the team. Also gives everyone a chance to express their individual views first, and then you can also build on other people's ideas, which is the best part of working in a team. Now, how does it actually work? Step by step, there's not enough space for me, but step by step, 3 components. 1, 8 minutes of brainstorming ideas individually on a piece of paper, followed by 15 minutes of sharing ideas, followed by 8 minutes of actually just collecting ideas from everyone else and picking the best and then building on them. So to expand, first 8 minutes, you would get a piece of paper, you would chop it down the middle, chop the other halves in half as well, and then draw a horizontal line to split it into 8 boxes. And for the first 8 minutes, you would write down you time 8 minutes, and everyone on their piece of paper, silently with a timer on the screen, writes 8 ideas. Now the reason we time ourselves is because you know how you have a deadline of, let's say, 2 hours or 3 hours. You'll do the task in 2 hours or 3 hours. But let's say if you have a deadline that's 2 weeks away, most of the work is going to get done in the last 2 or 3 days, even if it's a 2-hour task, right? You have all this time, realistically, you stretch for how much time you have. creativity is kind of similar in that way, where if you just give yourself a very small, limited amount of time, 8 minutes, and you time it, and you can see that, the countdown lowering and you having less and less time, your brain just fires very quickly, and you will come up with 8 ideas. You may actually come up with 6 or 7. That's still 6 or 7 ideas that you come in under 10 minutes, which is fantastic. So the key, have everyone in the room with a piece of paper just writing, and have a timer on the screen so you can watch it tick down. And your brain's kind of, there's that element of everyone's going to come up with this, oh God, I got to do it as well. Just stress yourself to come up with ideas, and you'll have 8 ideas. Now here's the best part. Actually sharing your individual ideas that you've written down. So one by one, we go through the team, and everyone shares 2 to 3. You can share all of your ideas, but share just the best ideas that you have to the group. And everyone has a chance to express what they wrote down, because if you've written it down in front of you, you're not going to get anchored. You're less likely to get anchored by what someone else says. If the boss says this thing, you've already written this down. You may feel, you may want to, not to say impress the boss, but your idea might go in that direction. But if you've written it down, this is an idea I had. I wrote this down in the session. It's kind of like you're free to express your thoughts of what you wrote down. So everyone shares, and then the best part of brainstorming is consolidating ideas that other people have given. So for another 8 minutes, you take the best ideas that you've heard the whole room share, and you elaborate on them. You put your own spin on it. You use multiple people's and you put them together. Write 1 to 3 big ideas and flesh them out exactly how it will look. So what will the email campaign look like? What elements we're going to add in? And make it an actual detailed plan of what we can do. And you have 8 minutes to do it. So don't go too detailed, but just exactly how, for a person to look at, be like, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this. Make it like that. And then at the end of those 8 minutes, collect the papers. So at the end of this 30-minute session, or 31 minute, you have, let's say you have 5 people in a room brainstorming. You've got 40 campaign ideas. If you have more people, you've got more than 40. If you have 10 people, this is 80 ideas. You have, for 5 people, 5 to 15 extremely detailed, actionable plans that you can actually do. And number 3, you've leveraged the creativity and unique personalities and thought process of every single person in that room. So everyone's felt heard. And that's something that's, if you have 5 to 15 detailed plans of email campaigns, that is a month or 2 months worth of campaigns for you. You know exactly what to do. When the time comes, you can build it like that. And it's quick and efficient for the next month and a half. So, I definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and do this. It's also, not just is it effective, it's also really fun to do. So yeah, take it, run. If you don't want to do this for whatever reason, we actually have a video with 28 free unique email campaign ideas that you can watch. I think, honestly, you should try this first and then take the 28 campaign ideas that we give you afterwards, so that you're not anchored on those ideas that we give you. You might come up with something that's brand new or unique, and that's going to be a lot more effective for your brand, because you know your brand best, essentially. But yeah, if you found that helpful, you find the unique ideas helpful, we share helpful ideas like this on our newsletter basically every single week. You can join for free at theretentionnewsletter.com. It's to help brands keep customers for longer, retain customers better, essentially. Or if you want a proven team to just do the whole process for you, run emails, or you just need someone to point you in the right direction, you can book a free audit with our team at hamiltonemails.com. We help position your brand as a premium product, and also generate more revenue from emails. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.